Hello. First, I will talk about a disadvantage to police misconduct. Then, I will talk about topicality and why it is a priori issue. Then, I will refute the advantage to harms, and finally, will refute the advantage to impact. This is on police body-worn cameras. Disadvantage 1, police misconduct. Uniqueness. On your advantage 1, you stated that police are less likely to engage in misconduct when body cameras are on them. Police have and use body cameras already, with minimal to no change in their engagement of misconduct. Link. On July 20th, 2017, CNN released a police body camera video that shows a Baltimore police officer planting evidence at the scene of a drug arrest, with the other police officers on duty and at the same scene having knowledge of this misconduct and engaging in it as well. This video, recorded on police body-worn cameras, shows the officer placing a plastic bag into a food can, then partially hiding it under a piece of debris. 30 seconds later, the audio begins and the officer states that, "I'm going to check here, hold on," as his colleagues laugh. The officer then gives a cursory look at other items in the debris lot and appears to stumble upon the drugs in the can that he planted. The video ends a few seconds later. Internal link. In the same CNN article from July 20th, 2017, Baltimore Commissioner Kevin Davis stated that there is nothing that deteriorates the trust of any community more than thinking for 1 second that uniformed police officers and police officers in general would plant evidence of crimes on citizens. This is exactly what happened in the video CNN posted of the Baltimore police officer planting evidence at the scene of a drug arrest, which did exactly what the Baltimore Commissioner Kevin Davis stated and created a bunch of mistrust between the citizens of Baltimore and the police officers. Impact. There are hundreds of more police body camera videos showing exactly what the CNN video showed, which is police misconduct. Body cameras have had minimal to no change in police officers' engagement of misconduct. Now, all we have are hundreds of videos showing horrific events, which demonstrates to police officers that the acceptance and knowledge that other police officers are engaging in horrible misconduct with little to no repercussions. This delves deeper into an endless cycle of police misconduct, which will only raise crime rates and create a dystopian world for our future with our society. Next, I have topicality on police misconduct. Counter definition. The affirmative defines police misconduct in the advantage 1 solvency as something police officers are less likely to engage in if wearing a body camera. My counter definition of my definition of police misconduct, cited from dictionary.com on October 19th, 2017, is defined as unlawful conduct by an official in regard to his or her office. The affirmative and negative interpretations are incompatible. Violation. How can one define what is wrong behavior or unlawful conduct? Therefore, how can police officers engage in misconduct when the affirmative's definition gives no policy on what police officers are likely or less likely to do? Standard. Police officers engage in misconduct when they violate while on the job, but not every violation of the law constitutes police misconduct. You give examples of going 50 in a 30 zone or parking in a staff parking spot because you're going to be late to class, and your advantage 1 impact. These things may be breaking the law or going against a rule, but the infractions itself are not police misconduct. Police misconduct involves the abuse of the power that an officer actually holds. Impact. That is why this topicality is an a priori issue. Next, I have a refutation. My opponent says that if we didn't have police officers, our country would be a royal mess, and we would have people doing a bunch of illegal stuff, and their advantage to harms. But I say that this is not true, and it will never happen, because as stated in the National Law Enforcement Insider in the April 2012 issue, America's first known system of law enforcement was established in Boston in April of 1631. Therefore, we have had some form of law enforcement and police presence for more than 350 years. Since we have had some form of police presence since the start, and we haven't stopped having police officers since then, therefore, I don't see any truth to the matter of not ever having police officers, due to the fact that we've literally had them for over 350 years and have never stopped since we've started having them. Next, I have another refutation. My opponent says that in their advantage to impact, that having body cameras will make people more aware that they are human. But I say that this is irrelevant to the argument and not true, because there is no evidence in my opponent's argument that demonstrates how having body cameras will make people more aware that they are human. Also, statistics taken from Inforum on September 17, 2015 state that New Orleans police assessed their program in late 2014, and they found that in 146 incidents involving police officer using force, officers were recording in only 49 of those incidents. Therefore, there is no conclusive data or evidence that has been properly taken to see if this awareness of being human due to wearing a body camera is relevant to the argument or not. And also, there is no evidence specifically stated in my opponent's argument to help define what being human is. Thank you.